What up, guys? It's your boy LerdyWise back here again with another video. This time we're going to be doing our WrestleMania 40 predictions. If you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. And if you care to know when I upload a video, please hit that notification bell as well. And leave your boy a like, alright? Appreciate you. WrestleMania week is upon us. I don't know who y'all got, but I hope y'all got, you know what I'm saying? I hope y'all got some nice picks. I hope y'all got some nice predictions yourselves. Please leave your predictions down below if you agree with my predictions or if you have any other predictions you might have, this, that, and the third. Leave a little comment for your boy, all right? WrestleMania this weekend, I haven't been keeping up with too much like Raw and SmackDown beyond like clips on YouTube and like some Wrestle Inc. like articles and shit like that. So I haven't been like in tuned, but I've been keeping up, especially since The Rock's been involved with the Bloodline and Jade Cargill and like it's a lot of things going on. WWE I feel like is honestly cooking at this moment. My problem is I don't have the access to watch as available as I like to, and that makes me feel a little bit more, if not a lot more, confident in their Netflix move. So I can't wait for that to happen. As long as Netflix don't jump up the price to like $25-$30 when WWE gets added, I should still have Netflix at the time, so that's pretty much free access to WWE shit. Or not really free because I'm paying for it, but you get what I'm saying. But yeah, WrestleMania this weekend, I'm looking forward to it. I don't know exactly how I'm gonna plan my weekend out, but you know, it's 2 nights, so that's a weekend full of some wrestling. So we got a busy weekend ahead of us. But I wanted to get to these predictions. I'm gonna try to do something on the lines of the prediction I think is going to happen, and then a prediction of what I want to happen. I think that's kind of the format how I'm gonna do it. What I believe is gonna happen, because like, all right, business wise, politics, all this shit, that reasoning why, but then I'm gonna give my I want this to happen type. You know what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying. Y'all get what I'm saying. Y'all not dumb. Y'all smart. Y'all smarter than me. Okay? Let's get to these predictions, all right? Let's get to the match card. All right. First up, Saturday night 1 WrestleMania 40 card. Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee versus Santos Escobar and Dominic Mysterio. Me, on this one, who needs the bigger boost? When you think about it, you got Dragon Lee and you got Santos Escobar. Both like up... They both been around, right? But they're both like upcoming Latino, you know what I mean, stars. But then you got Dominic Mysterio, who is just like, it's probably like top heel in the company right now. But even then, would you say Dominic is kind of like not necessarily falling off, but the boos aren't as loud as they used to be? I don't know. And then obviously you got Rey Mysterio, legend, coming back. Has he even really had a match since his return? And he only returned like what, a month ago or something like that. So that's interesting. Like his first match back is at WrestleMania. So okay, you gotta add that in too. Like this Rey first match, but I know he don't mind losing to either of these men to like help give them a push. So I think it's gonna be Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee, because I feel like LWO has really just been kind of stagnant lately, and it ain't really got that rise. But now that you got Rey back, and then you adding Dragon Lee into the mix, maybe you can kind of freshen it back up a bit. Because I feel like Legado del Fantasma, they gonna be straight. They'll be fine. They're like, I love Legado del Fantasma. I love that as a heel group. So I'm not mad at. I think it's gonna be Rey Mysterio, Dragon Lee. What I want is Santos Escobar and Dominic Mysterio, but I think it's gonna be Rey and Dragon Lee. If I'm looking at it from a business perspective, I think it's gonna be Rey and Dragon Lee. All right, next match. Bianca Belair, Naomi, Jade Cargill versus Damage Control, Dakota Kai, Asuka, and Kairi Sane. Y'all can't have Jade losing her first real match. That's crazy. That's her. Cause did she have? She ain't had a match yet, right? So Rumble, but not like. Obviously, the Rumble wasn't like a match. That's like, you know, that's kind of like, I mean, it's a match, but you get what I'm saying? It's not like a one-on-one or like a tag team. So, Damage Control taking the L. I could see Damage Control taking the L just to kind of build further, especially if Dakota gets pinned or Dakota is the reason like they lose. I could see it so that way they can like really kind of almost completely disband Damage Control, and then you go back to Asuka and Kairi Sane and Io, and then maybe you do like a new faction that way. You bring back the Kabuki Warriors or something in some slighter form, and with all 3 of them, right? And then they kick Dakota out. But it's like, damn, what could Dakota do in the meantime? I could see that though. Just so that like, all right, we kicked Bailey out, now it's time to kick Dakota out because Dakota ain't, yeah, you know what I'm saying, or something. That'd be a way to build it. From a business perspective, I do not see Bianca Belair, Naomi, and Jade losing to Damage Control. I just don't. I really don't. I don't. From a business perspective and for the prediction I want. Yeah. I'm gonna go with Bianca Belair and Naomi and Jade. I just don't see it going any other way. This what? Real talk. I just don't see it. I just don't see. Yeah. Because this could really disband Damage Control, which I've been feeling like needed to be disbanded for a while now. I don't see the popularity in it besides Bailey, and I don't even know. Like Asuka doesn't even have that zing to her. Kairi Sane being back doesn't feel like it has that zing to it. Like ain't nobody in Damage Control really giving you that like, oh, I can't wait to see Damage Control. And the crazy thing is Asuka and Kairi Sane are champions, so it's just I don't know. In my opinion, it's gonna be Bianca, Naomi, Jade. Easy across the boards. That's my prediction. That's what I feel like they gonna go with. So I'm gonna go with that. Okay, next match. 6-pack ladder match for the undisputed WWE Tag Team Championships. Judgment Day, Damian Priest, Finn Balor versus Awesome Truth, The Miz and R-Truth versus DIY, Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa versus New Day, Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods versus New Catch Republic, Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate versus A-Town Down Under, Austin Theory and Grayson Waller. I'm gonna be honest with you. I flip a coin, pull a tab, pull straws. I couldn't tell you who's gonna come out of this. My whole thing is, what would be really, I guess what I want to see is maybe Awesome Truth winning it, just because I want to see R-Truth win a belt. He's been getting a lot of praise lately, a lot of pop. He's been getting a lot of good positive criticism and stuff like that. Like R-Truth has just been pure gold as of late, right? Judgment Day, like I said, they're getting stale. I feel like they're getting to a point where we're really, it's even with the Dominic Mysterio and him trying to add in Legato and all this and stuff. Like it's kind of feel like it's building towards a Judgment Day breakup, kind of maybe, or at least some people getting kicked out and maybe, you know, like maybe some changes to the helm or something. I don't know. But obviously, I don't think Judgment Day is walking out with them belts. That's 6 teams. That's 6 teams going for those belts. I don't see them coming out of that. That's like you have a 1 in 6 chance. Like that's less than 30. That's less than 20%, right? Like I don't know. Like I said, I guess I want Awesome Truth to win, but I think it's gonna be like DIY. Like it's gonna be one of Triple H's like golden boys. Like that's been my dog from the beginning. I told him I was gonna help him out. I was gonna keep him you know what I'm saying? Like I was gonna keep him. I was gonna watch out for him throughout. You know what I'm saying? So I could see DIY taking it just because Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa are both Triple H boys. You know what I'm saying? Like I could see Triple H just be like, yeah, they taking it. Y'all put on a good match, but they taking it tight. From a business perspective, I think that's who they gonna go with, DIY. From my prediction, I want to say Awesome Truth. Who knows, man? You got the New Day, but New Day's kind of gone stale as of late. But I still love the New Day, bro. I love both of them. They are like the reason I like, not necessarily Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt is the reason I got back into wrestling, but watching the New Day, watching Roman Reigns, and just, you know what I mean? Just watching the rest of the roster got me back into it. But Bray Wyatt, RIP, is the main reason. Like I said, DIY is some Hunter boys, so yeah, I don't see it as anybody else but DIY. Maybe Awesome Truth. Awesome Truth with a close second, but Judgment Day is not coming out of there. They are not coming out of their champions. Because Damian needs to fucking cash that briefcase in, and this is WrestleMania is the night to do it. You know what I'm saying? If he doesn't cash in, that's just stupid. It's just stupid. And then at that point, just get rid of the contract or something. I don't know, but I don't see it being A-Town Down just because they've been jobbing. They're a cool little tag team. I fuck with them, but I just don't see it. New Catch Republic, I think they getting a little buzz. They definitely getting a little pop, and they showing some great shit. You know what I'm saying? Good matches and shit like that, but I feel like they fairly new. If there is a surprise pick, my surprise pick is New Catch Republic. But like I said, I want Awesome Truth to win, but I think it's gonna be DIY. And if I had a sleeper pick, it'd be New Catch Republic. But Judgment Day is not walking out of there with it. New Day is not walking out of there with it. And A-Town Down Under is not walking out of there with it. They not. Those 3 teams are not walking out. But the other 3, it's a fair possibility. Next match, Jey Uso versus Jimmy Uso. Jey Uso. Across the board, I feel like that's what they're going to go with, and I feel like that's my pick as well. I love Jimmy, but Jey has just been showing out, bro. It's main event Jey Uso, bro. It's main event Jey Uso. He is like the beginner of the whole bloodline. Like, Jey Uso is the beginning of the bloodline story, bro. Like, for real. Like, without Jey Uso being there, I don't think you have this whole bloodline. Don't get me wrong, I know it's been like 3 years of the bloodline. You know what I'm saying? So I know I know a few people are like bored with it, a little tired with it and stuff like that. But to have a dominant faction last for 3 fucking years is crazy. And Jey Uso was at the beginning of that bloodline storyline. Facts. So I see it. I see it. Jey Uso getting a nice big singles win over his brother at WrestleMania. Across the boards, Jey Uso. What they gonna go with? My predictions, Jey Uso all day. The next match, Intercontinental Championship, Gunther versus Sami Zayn. I'm sorry, Sami, but you're not walking out of there with the belt. I don't care what little training montage y'all did with Chad Gable, bro. If anything, in this match, it should have been Chad Gable, and then I would have picked Chad Gable going over Gunther. But Gunther's coming out of this, bro. I'm sorry, bro. Sami, you not it, bro. You had your buzz. And, you know, I loved your little bit with the bloodline. Me, personally, I liked you when you was, like, the conspiracy theorist. And you were, like, Intercontinental Champion with Shinsuke Nakamura beside you and shit. Like, I like that Sami Zayn, to be honest with you. But I've been liking what Sami Zayn has been doing and stuff like that. So I give him a lot of credit. But you're not coming out, bro. You're not coming out of their champion, bro. I'm sorry. Gunther will continue his reign. I don't know when they're going to take that belt off that man. But Gunther will continue his reign. No cap. And I fuck with Gunther heavy. I fuck with Sami heavy, but Gunther coming out of there, bro. It's the ring general. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, Sami. You lost. I'm sorry. But Gunther across the board. I think Gunther gonna win according to what they booking. And I think I want Gunther to win. So I'm just gonna be honest. Okay, next match. Women's World Championship. Rhea Ripley versus Becky Lynch. This one's kind of tough for me because Rhea obviously has a lot of like fans and a lot of like pop, a lot of glaze because, you know, it's Rhea Ripley. She's a young hottie, this, that, and the third. She, you know what I mean? It's Rhea Ripley, you know what I mean? You know, the whole mommy thing going and shit. And then again, you got the Judgment Day shit going. Like I said, I think Finn and Damian gonna lose their belts. Maybe Damian has a bad cash in. I don't know. And then they all come back and then Rhea Ripley is still champion. Now at that point it's definitive, like, okay, now Rhea is the leader of Judgment Day. And then from there you can go with some like resentment, and then now the group starts to break up now. You know what I'm saying? A little bit more. But I don't know how far they really trying to push Judgment Day and how they trying to keep that going or whatnot. But me personally, I want Rhea to win. I don't really care for Becky to have the belt because I did not like the fact that at that SummerSlam she came back and pinned Bianca in like 10 seconds. I did not like that call at all. I thought that was some bullshit. That was some bullshit. I don't care about you trying to add the story like, oh, Bianca wasn't prepared for her moves and stuff like that. Nigga, they both been in the same roster the past like 2 years. Don't get me wrong, Becky was pregnant for a bit. Don't get it twisted. Bianca will know about a fucking manhandle slam, bro. Come on, bro. Stop it. Let's stop with the she wasn't prepared. It was a surprise entrance. Like, come on, bro. Bianca's like a natural athlete. There's no way Becky Lynch, bro, comes in there and just manhandle slam this big ass black queen, bro. Come on, bro. I'm sorry. I was pissed off with that. So just for that alone, I do not want Becky to win. I do like Becky as a character, stuff like that, but no. You can miss me with Becky. Becky can kind of chillax and go chill with her child for a bit. And then maybe she can come back, get that nice pop, hold the belt for a few months, and we go from there. Right now, I'm going Rhea Ripley, which I think is the call they're going to make, and that's the call I want to make. All right, last match on Saturday night. The Rock and Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes and Seth freaking Rollins. Tag match. Okay. To be honest with you, whatever happens in night one should be a good tell for what's going to happen in night two. Me personally, I don't know. Who do I want to win out of this? Because obviously throughout, the past, week and a half, 2 weeks, we've been seeing The Rock and Roman, well, The Rock at least, beating the fuck up out of Cody Rhodes and shit. So it's like, and then they beat both of them and whip both of them on Raw. So it's like, from some type of like build a story perspective, the faces are getting their ass beat by the heels. Will they overcome this big challenge on the night of WrestleMania? But me personally, I hope The Rock and Roman Reigns win night one. So it's bloodline rules, because like, especially if you're trying to build up Cody. This is how I'm thinking of it. If you're trying to build up Cody, you should want him to have a bloodline match with Roman Reigns at the end, and he do all of it. Boom, persevere, fighting off Solo, fighting off Jimmy, fighting off whoever the fuck coming out, right? Boom, 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 final boss, niggas can't stop me. I'ma pin Roman Reigns, 1, 2, 3, get that belt on WrestleMania. He should have a bloodline match. You should have The Rock and Roman Reigns winning this match. I wouldn't say necessarily easily. You know, obviously, hopefully they can give out a really good tag match here. You have The Rock and Roman Reigns win, bloodline rules. Now Cody has to come through more perseverance to get this belt. But I guess my whole question is, if you give Cody the belt at the end of all this, right? How long are y'all planning on letting him hold that belt? That is my biggest question. That's my biggest question to that creative staff. How long do y'all plan on having Cody hold that belt? I understand storylines kind of come on a time basis. Like, you know, we kind of take it day by day. You never know how a wrestler's feeling. You never know how somebody, you know, feels that day. Maybe they wasn't hitting. Maybe the crowd ain't popping. Maybe the storyline just ain't hitting. So I understand there's a bunch of different reasonings, but that just be too easy, because then now Cody just has to fight Roman. But I mean, it does lead for that one-on-one situation, and that's a hard one, because I feel like making that bloodline match for the Universal would solidify Cody as like a literal strong face, right? But having him just be Roman one-on-one, I don't think it honestly would make Cody look tougher, Roman weaker. Yeah, I mean, because he's needed backup. I don't know, bro. That's a hard one. That's a hard prediction. But if I did have to say, I want The Rock and Roman to win. But what I think they gonna go with, The Rock and Roman. I think so, bro. And then Cody's gonna have to fight through the bloodline shit. That's my prediction for that. Let's go to night 2. Sunday night 2, match 1. Bobby Lashley, the Street Profits, which I think they're going by the Pride. I think that's the group name, the Pride, versus the Final Testament, Karrion Kross, and AOP. With the way WWE is and the way Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits have been getting beat up like the past month, if Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits don't come out with a W, there's a riot. Y'all almost didn't have Bobby Lashley on the card, which is a shame in itself. I'm gonna just be honest. I fuck with Karrion Kross, but I'm still new to Authors of Pain. I kind of like where they're going with the whole Final Testament thing, but it's just, I don't know, bro. And they fit the role, in my opinion. At least the look. They feel convincing enough. But it's just like, I don't know. You've been stuck in this Bobby Lashley, Karrion Kross feud for like the past 2-3 months, and it just hasn't culminated to anything but the last match to be added to the card type shit. And it's like almost a pre-match, you know what I'm saying? It's almost a pre-game match type shit. So it's like, I don't know. We'll see. But I think it's gonna be Bobby Lashley or Street Profits. I'm gonna go with that, and I think that's what they're gonna go with. Next match, LA Knight versus AJ Styles. LA Knight needs the dub. I love AJ Styles as well. I love LA Knight too now. I'll say they're going to go with LA Knight, because LA Knight needs the rub, and it'll help, solidify his pop, make him a little bit more of a superstar that he is. So I'm going to go with LA Knight, and I think that's what they're going to go with as well as LA Knight. I'm just kind of ready for him to get out of this LA Knight AJ Styles feud, even though they've made it interesting. But it just kind of felt kind of thrown together, and just see if it's stick type situation. So, and it has its merit, but it didn't feel fully fleshed out, if that makes sense. But yeah, I'm gonna go with LA Knight across the board. United States Championship title match: Logan Paul versus Kevin Owens and Randy Orton. Logan Paul is not. To be honest with you, Logan Paul might actually walk out of there with that belt, and it's gonna be on some what's the word for it? Like a scaredy heel type tactics, you know what I mean? Like KSI probably gonna intervene some way. The Prime bottle gonna probably intervene some way. Maybe Logan's brother Jake is gonna come out and intervene in some way. I just feel like it's gonna be something in that vein. Somebody's gonna come out and interrupt from Logan Paul group to at least help his chances. I just don't. Kevin Owens and Randy Orton, do either of them really need a mid-card belt right now? I guess that's my big question. You know what I mean? They're big enough stars where they can come out, they'll get a decent enough pop. They don't really need a belt around their belt. I mean, belt around their waist. But Logan, Kevin, Randy. I think everybody wants Randy to win, in my honest opinion. And I wouldn't be surprised if that's kind of not necessarily a consolation. Hold on. I know Kevin Owens has been a United States champion. That's what I'm saying. Does Randy need it, or has Randy been a United States champion before? Let me do some research real quick. One time. He's a one-time U.S. and then a one-time Intercontinental. A one-time U.S. and a one-time Intercontinental. See, he don't need it either. Or has Kevin Owens won the Intercontinental? Neither of them need it. They get a decent enough. Neither of them really need the belt. But I could see them putting it on Randy, just kind of on some like consolation because, you know, you've been injured. You know, you're a legend. You deserve something. You know what I'm saying? So I could see it being Randy. KO, I don't really know. I don't know if anybody's necessarily looking for a KO United States run. And then obviously, you know, certain fans and shit like that don't want it on Logan. But Logan ain't really. I don't want it on Logan because he's just not on the show regular. Like he's like a celebrity roster person. You know what I'm saying? He's kind of like there on an occasion. He's not like there. But to be honest with you, hasn't he kind of been there like the past month or so? He's been like on SmackDown every like Friday, right? Whether he's like, you know, sneaking or just doing commentary, but him actually like defending that thing is just, it's been like, He's had one defense, and I'm not with that. So especially when it comes to like a mid-card belt, I feel like mid-card belts should definitely be defended on like the weekly shows, like definitely not just like pay-per-views, you know what I'm saying? But if I had to go with anybody on this card, I know I'm kind of yapping, but I'd go with Randy. I'll go with Randy Orton. I ain't gonna cap. I'm gonna go with Randy. And I think that across the board, unless they gonna keep it on Logan to kind of like keep trying to get some social media attention on it, Randy. I'm gonna go with Randy. Let's see next match. WWE Women's Championship, Io Sky versus Bayley. If we're going for the good feeling, you know, good storyline, obviously we want Bayley to have her WrestleMania moment. It was criminal that she was off the card, like, was it last year? The year before last? Or something like that. She like hadn't been on a card or hadn't been presented on for like WrestleMania in like the past 2-3 years. So it's just been like, damn, how y'all gonna do my girl like that? So, and Io Sky's title reign has been very lackluster and very like non-existent. You almost forget that she even has the belt. So I'm gonna go with Bayley. I feel like Bayley will be able to make that belt not necessarily like relevant, but more in the spotlight. You know what I'm saying? Not only because she speaks English, but because and like, don't get me wrong, I know they doing the promos with Io Sky and the subtitles and stuff like that. It's just a lot easier to translate it when your champion speaks your language and you can communicate with them. They can understand you, and it doesn't have to be some type of translation. You know what I mean? I'm glad that they gave Io Sky a reign like this. I mean, I wasn't expecting it. I thought she was gonna hold it for maybe like 3 months, but she's been holding that hold almost like a year now. Shout out to her. You know what I mean? Now you amongst, I think you in like the top 6 or 7 for longest reigns or something like that. So hey, you in the record books for sure. You know what I mean? If I'm booking this Bayley across the board, what I think they gonna go with Bayley. So Bayley across the board on that one. World Heavyweight Championship, Seth freaking Rollins versus Drew McIntyre. No, let me stop. Versus Drew McIntyre. Me personally, I love Seth. That's probably like my favorite wrestler on the roster right now. I'm gonna go with Drew though. Just because Drew did not have his moment because of COVID. Like I said, I've been keeping up with articles and stuff, so I know they're having Clash at Castle in Scotland. So for Drew to walk in a Scotland champion, that's just gold. That's biography material down the road. That's just good promo. You could send him out there. He got the championship belt. He could, you know what I mean? You could even like slightly turn him face in a way, or like a badass face, right? Because when is Clash of Castle probably is gonna be what, like a good month and some change away. Are they gonna even do like a backlash, WrestleMania backlash this year? You got plenty of time to build up something to kind of like maybe change him face, or I say keep him badass, but keep him like, you know, mid, like, you know what I'm saying? Semi, like he's semi-face, semi-heel, you know what I mean? He's just a badass, you know what I mean? I'm going with Drew McIntyre across the board. I think that's who they're going to go with, and that's who I want to win. I love Seth, but he needs to take a little break, go spend some time with his daughter, take some rest, man. Heal that back, rest your legs, and then you could come back and maybe go after whoever's Universal Champion, you know what I'm saying, at the time. Because that could lead into Seth taking a break. That could lead, especially if Cody wins, that could lead into Seth versus Cody, and maybe you have Seth take it off Cody for a point. Maybe they have a back and forth, exchanging the belts for like a few months or something like that. I don't really know how you book stuff, because, you know, you never know who's gonna really kind of pop at the, you know what I'm saying, at the next moment. You know what I mean? Like, people didn't think Jade was gonna come over and get as much appreciation as she does, but shit, she's been out like a few times and it's been promos and she's been getting great reception. So who knows, right? But yeah, I'm gonna go with Drew McIntyre across the board on that one. That's what I think they're gonna do, and that's what I want to happen. Undisputed WWE Universal Championship, Roman Reigns versus the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. Ooh, Now, this is questionable. Obviously, a lot of this is determined based on the tag match on the previous night. So, who do I want to win? Cody, just so we can get off this Cody bloodline story. I'm kind of over it. You know what I mean? I'm just kind of over it. That's who I want to win. Cody, just please win the belt so we can just get off this storyline, okay? Maybe Roman can go take a break, this, that, and the third, come back. Because what we really needed to get was Seth versus Roman. That's what we really needed to get. We really needed that feud to be accelerated better. And it just, we had a little moment or whatever like that, but Jay's been the only person that's pinned Roman in the past like 3 years. Did Seth win that match versus Roman? I can't remember. But that's what I'm saying. That's where I get off of saying like Seth versus Roman hasn't been played on as much as I thought it was gonna be, and nothing ever came to fruition. And I think Cody Rhodes like kind of came into the picture a little bit more or something. I can't really remember, but if I'm going across the boards, I'm thinking they're gonna do Cody Rhodes just so they can kind of get this kind of storyline out the way. What I want to happen if Cody wins, and this is just me, I'm always just a fan of heel, just the bad shit happening, you know what I mean? Like, fuck the good guy type shit. I want Cody Rhodes to win. He be out there celebrating, I did it for you, Dad, right? I did it for you, right? And then here comes Damian Priest with his package, hits this nigga with like a clothesline, a kick, and just pins his ass with a South of Heaven. Oh my God, and he just takes that belt from him. And then it would just, and I know that's kind of typical because obviously his dad won the belt, and the next night they took it off of him because it wasn't a legitimate win or whatever, some shit like that in the WWE record books or whatever, right? It would just be so reminiscent to his father. And then there you go. Now you can continue the story of Cody Rhodes if that's what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? But if you're trying to end it, bro, have him win the championship and just end it there, bro. We all end on a really good note. I kind of hope Cody wins and then Damian cashes in. I do want Cody Rhodes to win it. I feel like he deserves that WrestleMania moment. That's been like 3 WrestleMania main events in a row that he's been in. Please let this man, even though he won the first one against Seth, right? But like, just please. I don't want Cody Rhodes winning another Royal Rumble. I don't want to hear Cody Rhodes come out and be like, what do you guys want to talk about? And I like Cody Rhodes. He grew on me. I didn't like him at first when he came back to WWE, but now, I mean, he's grown on me, but it's still just like, all right, I'm kind of tired of seeing him. Like, I kind of want to see like some newer champions. If anything that I want to come out of this, I don't want to see the same like 5 guys battling for the championship over the next 3 years. I want to see some new faces going for that belt. So, and I feel like you're going to get that with Cody Rhodes being a champion. With Roman Reigns, you're going to get this sliced out schedule. I don't know how he has it that way. I don't like the spatial Roman Reigns features, bro. It's like, bro, I'm trying to see Roman Reigns like every Friday, even if he just dropping a promo. I don't want to see him just show up and it's just a backstage segment of him just at a TV and shit. Like, that's whack. This man is the champion. He should be coming out talking his shit in the ring. He should not be talking it in the back in his dressing room. Like, it's just, that's not cool. Let's change it up. And I feel like Cody Rhodes will come out with that belt every Monday or Friday, whatever he ends up. He gonna come out every day with that belt on his shoulder. He's gonna talk his shit. And obviously he's gonna have like I feel like he's gonna have like a good 4-month reign. What is that, like 100 days? He gonna have like a good 4-month reign. If they go over 4 or 5 months, y'all pushing it. Cause I feel like, for one thing, I feel like all the fans are gonna change on him after he wins that belt. That's what I just feel like. I feel like he's not going to have that same pop, this, that, and the third. I'm not trying to say I'm praying on his downfall or anything like that. I just feel like that's the way it's going to happen. I feel like certain wrestling fans are just very finicky and they get bored easily. They get tired of the story. It's just, you know what I mean? If I'm going across the boards, Cody Rhodes, that's what I want to see. That's what I feel like they're going to go with, and they're going to end it on a good night. But I want Damian Priest to cash in. Even if he loses, which he should not lose. If Cody just won in a bloodline match and he still beats Damian Priest, that'd just be sad. That'd be sad, but I don't think they're going to do that. If he does cash in, that'd be a way to build up Drew McIntyre's Clash at the Castle story right there. You have Seth Rollins, the Drew McIntyre, Seth Rollins. Maybe Seth loses, Drew wins. Then that way you give him, you give Drew an even bigger moment at Clash at the Castle. I like the idea of him walking into Scotland as champion because you could do a lot more promo stuff. You can kind of build up, you know what I mean? You can kind of build it up more. But with Drew trying to go after Damian and him winning at Clash, Drew McIntyre winning at Clash against Damian, that would suck because Damian has maybe like a 20-day reign. I mean, I don't know when Clash at the Castle is. It might be 2 months out. It might be next month. I don't really know. But whatever that length is, it'll be Damian's run, I guess, right? Because there's no way you bring Drew McIntyre to Scotland and have him lose, right? There's just no way. You don't do that. You don't do that, right? Yeah, man. Cody Rhodes across the board. That's my results for the 40 WrestleMania 40 card. I don't know. We will see when we see it. We'll see when we see it, bro. There's a lot of pieces. There's just a lot of pieces. But anyway, if you fuck with my predictions, please leave a like. Do not leave a dislike. Please leave a comment down there somewhere below telling me your predictions, what you think is going to happen, who you want to win, who you want to see as champion. Yes. And please hit that subscribe button. And if you currently don't want to upload a video, please hit that notification bell as well. And yeah, man, I'm going to get out of here, man. You guys enjoy WrestleMania. I hope we all enjoy WrestleMania. I hope we get good story, good finishes and good matches, and I hope everybody's safe and everybody goes into WrestleMania healthy, and we can have a good weekend full of wrestling, you know what I mean? But anyway, I appreciate you guys checking out and taking the time to check out my predictions. I hope I see y'all in the next one. All right, appreciate y'all. Love you. Mouth is deuce.